Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Zebu Nation. This is Loser to Legend with CLYDE FC, and today we have for you something very special. The Season 7 Promotion Playoff. First leg of the first round, the semifinal round, I guess, whatever. Anyway, it is for promotion into the Championship Division. And as you can see here in the first game, you got Peterhead versus Queen of the South. They're trying to avoid getting relegated down to League 1. But in the meantime, the rest of us are trying to get promoted up to the championship, including today's matchup, BRECHIN versus CLYDE FC, none other than the Bully Wee. Alright, so let's get on. We looked at everything last episode, so we don't need to worry about too much. It is an away match today at BRECHIN, so that's pretty good. Let's take a look at the matchup. The odds are even for this game. We're inconsistent. They're inconsistent. Everybody's inconsistent. But you know what? We're going to try to pull out a win. We can, dissect this matchup a little bit, because as you can see, they have the top goal scorer in the league on their team, Samizadeh. 22 goals, leads everyone in the competition, so we got to watch out for him. He scored on us a couple of times this season. But their home form is not so good. They've got the worst recent home form in the competition. So maybe we can take advantage of that. Maybe we can steal a couple of goals on the way. It's 1,200 tickets sold, so I guess that's an okay crowd out of 4,000 capacity. It's 78 degrees out, so it's very warm for this part of the country, this part of the world. And apparently there's the nuclear winter going on. I'm not exactly sure. I think that's probably supposed to be like the sun. Anyway, reminds me of like the atomic. Anyway, it's nice and sunny and calm, so it should be a very nice day for the football. The referee is Mike Roncone. Gives out a lot of yellow cards, 2.9 per match. So we got to watch out for that guy, maybe not get stuck in and all that stuff. Coaches have no problems with each other. Let's take a look at BRECHIN's team selection, and they got a pretty decent squad. There's Samizadeh with his 4-star rating, 14 finishing, only 11 pace. You know, he's a pretty good-looking striker. He's not like the best guy I've ever seen. Iranian, 25 years old. But apparently he gets the job done. 22 goals is nothing to sneeze at. He's partnered up top with James Wallace. He looks worse. You know, his physicals are not very good. Not very fast at all. Mentally he's alright. And technically he's okay as well. But, not the most intimidating dude you've ever seen. Defensively, they look pretty good. They got a lot of loanies on their team. 3 loanies, including Scott Noble, who apparently is a youth prospect at 20 years old. Time's running out for this youth prospect, but he's a big, strong kid, so we got to try to get a couple of past him. He's only got 10 heading, though, so maybe we can work some magic on the back post. All right, let's get to our team selection. We are going with the 4-2-4. We're going to try to score some goals. We're in the away leg, so might as well, right? On the bench, we're going to have Potts and Dakota King, Andy Dallas, Darren Miller, Joe Gorman, Finlayson, and Adam Parks is going to be in reserve. I kind of thought about starting him, but I think we'll go with Wilson in this game. I'm not sure why, but this is how the lineup was set up when I rebooted up the game. So anyway, we're going to go with it. Also, as you can see, we got a lot of nice partnerships in here. Everybody's partnered with everybody, so we got... basically, that's how I chose the team, is who's most familiar with each other, who's going to play the best. So let's submit that team. Kessie is lacking match sharpness. Oh, that's the other thing. We still have a lot of injuries at central defense. So it's a good thing that we're fairly deep there. We can bring Kessie in and let him play, because he's an experienced veteran. So they're going with the old 4-4-2. Of course, we saw Samizadeh. His 22 goals, 24 goals in all competitions, 7.11 rating. So he's really their best player. Duffy is their captain on the central defense. Meanwhile, we're going with Wilson in goal, Smith and Lindsay at the fullbacks, Kessie and Davies in the central defense, Sinclair and Zata in the midfield. Leach, Antoniazzi, Diver, and Peters up front. So it should be a fairly recognizable lineup. It's the lineup we've gone with for the last quarter of the season, I guess. And it's done pretty well for us. It's gotten us into the playoffs. So let us go to position instructions. Alright, so we gotta do everything we can to mark down Samizadeh. This will close down on the wingers, just in case they decide to get rambunctious. Number 11 looks like he's going to come forward. So maybe we'll tightly mark him as well. Sure. Doesn't look like their fullbacks are coming forward. Number 3 possibly, but I don't think so. We'll see how he goes during the game. Pep talk. Let's get to it. Nothing to lose here. Let's show everyone what we're capable of. Okay. Lindsay and Smith, so our 2 fullbacks like that talk, I guess. Anyway. Lewis Holmes from the Cumbernauld Soccer latest approaches you in the tunnel. You've come into this one in good form, whilst your opponents do not. Do you perhaps fear complacency? What kind of question is that? I don't have any concern. We've prepared in a professional manner. Let's see. You need to win here against BRECHIN to keep your promotion bid alive. Yeah, we do. I'm very confident. Alright, so here we are. Away stands. It's hard to tell who's here and who's not here because they got a lot of red seats. So, you know, it's a way to hide the fans from the television cameras. Oh, there you go. You get a better sense of it there with the black pants. Makes it a little easier to see. But yeah, so they filled up, mostly one grandstand. What are we looking at here? What sort of highlights? Key highlights. Let's go to extended highlights. Just to make sure we get a look at things. Here's Peters bringing it down. He gets fouled by McManus. Is he going to get a yellow? Looks like it. He's all up in the ref's grill there, and he's going to get a yellow card in the face. Get out of here. Told you this ref likes to give out yellow cards. A quick kick. Antoniazzi down, and a Sinclair. I haven't seen that before. We kicked it before that guy even got in position. That was sneaky. And Sinclair, the midfielder, takes advantage. Leach with the sneaky little kick to Zata, who heads it down to Antoniazzi, who gets it to Sinclair. Great play, boys. So there we go. That's quick. We're up 1-0. It's an away goal. All we're looking for here is just get as many away goals as we can. Try to win it on the back end. Wilson's going to bomb one downfield. Diver can't win it, but Zata's going to get it in there. If he can get it forward, Peters can't get there. Davies. All right, boys, let's see what we can do here. They're going to try to settle it down to get an attack. OC bombs it ahead. Oh, Samizadeh. Let's mark him. Get him. He sends it across to Wallace. Ouch. That was too easy. Too easy. Those 2 strikers, I mean, they were both covered, and they just beat us. That's not good. I don't like that. Because look at this. All right. Samizadeh, he's actually double covered. Kessie and the fullback are both out there. And then Wallace, he's one-on-one with Davies. He just beats Davies to the ball. So they got one back there. This could be a high-scoring game, unfortunately. Well, I guess fortunately, because we want a high-scoring away game. Leach is going to drop one downfield to Peters. Peters, he sends it into Diver, gets a head on it. Back and forth we go. Take a drink. It's a special occasion being the playoffs, so I went out and got another shipment of Iron Brew soda. So in honor of the Scottish League, we're going to take a little drink. Smith wins it downfield to Peters. Starts the counterattack. Bad centering pass. Diver has to come back for it. He sends it forward back to Peters. Out to Antoniazzi. He tries to shoot because all the forwards were back picking up the ball. We win a corner out of it, but I really don't want my forwards doing that. Here's Peters, sends it in. Nope, Sinclair's going to chase it down, though. He sends it back in. Whoa, boy, that was dangerous. Kessie looks like he's going to track it down. Drops it to Zata. Zata out wide. Antoniazzi can't get to it, and here comes the counterattack. Smith stops it in its tracks, though. All right. So they've already got 2 yellow cards, McManus and Cummings. Got some MLS on the other screen over here. Atlanta playing Vancouver. Lindsay gets a yellow card. How are our ratings looking? Pretty good. 6.7. Oh, here we go. Throw in. Near side for BRECHIN. They're going to try to start their counterattack here, or just their regular attack. They bomb it forward. Samizadeh wins it. OC to Wallace. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's stop these guys. Get the tackle. Get the tackle. Nope. OC. Looking. Samizadeh Smith wins comes back and gets the interception. Nice play, that's Smith. He gets it forward to Diver, the target man. Playing his role, gets it forward to Peters. He can't beat the defense to the ball. This is going to be one of those long highlights. Who knows where it's going to end? Leach has it. Just going to do the easy pass to Zata. Up to Diver. Back to Zata. Is he going to try to get it out wide? Nope. Back to Diver, who takes the shot. Okay. We've seen him score from there before, so it's not the worst shot in the world. Throw in near side again for BRECHIN. We're keeping them pinned on their side of the field, it looks like. McGill heads it. Okay, right. Gives it to Smith. Come on, Smith. Thank you. Thought he was going to botch that one up. Leach. It's covering Leach pretty tightly. But his pass intercepted. Diver gets murdered, but no call. And here starts the counterattack. Samizadeh back behind the defense. Off the post. Right in front of the CLYDE supporters there on the back line. I think those are supposed to be our fans back there with the white jerseys on and the pink or the salmon color. Suppose that's one of our colors, right? On our third jersey has like some salmon accents to it. According to this game, anyway. I don't know about it. I don't think so in real life, but anyway. Things have calmed down a bit. It's only 30 minutes down, so there's been a lot of highlights for the first half hour of the match. Here we go. Another throw in on the near side. Wallace gets it intercepted by Lindsay, but Lindsay can't handle it. Samizadeh has it. Right, let's get that tackle. Get the tackle. Come on. Gabriel sends it in. Kessie heads it out. Not winning. Here's Cummings. Lindsay with another interception. Great play. Gets it to Diver. Diver sent it forward for Peters out wide. See if Diver can make that run. Zata, get it to him. Diver is onside. Come on. Let's give them an old concentrate for that one. Anytime they miss a shot, because that could have easily been a goal if he just gathered that in. He's got a 6.3 rating right now. I really don't want to see that going on. We got another yellow card from Zata. Noble sends it out wide to OC. Lindsay. Don't get a... Oh my... What kind of defending was that? I'm just going to let Samizadeh get to the back post like that? I mean, come on, boys. This was no good. I mean, we had him covered. Not a great cross, but, I mean, Kessie should have been there. He should have been there, and he was not. Was he playing, like, the wrong position or something? No, Davies is playing cover. I think he can play cover. Yeah, he can play cover. I don't know. Kessie's just not feeling it right now. All right, Noble sends it down. Leach intercepts, gets it to Diver. Back to Leach. Leach misses one tackle, centers it for Zata. He's going to take that shot, no doubt about it. And he misses. Zata has taken a slight injury, and by slight injury, I mean down to 40%. And he's got a yellow card. So we're bringing in Old Man Miller to play ball winner. I mean, that's pretty much all we got at midfield. Could possibly, in a pinch, we could move Antoniazzi down to midfield and, he can play down there a little bit. Not good to get an injury right before half, but we did get a yellow card out of there, so I guess that's good. Here we go. Throw in far side for Smith. Sends it into Leach. Leach back to Smith. Sends it back post. Daly is there for the defense, and Brechin starts the counterattack. Samizadeh behind the defense again. Misses wide. 3 minutes of stoppage time are added. See if we can do anything. See if we can even it up. Samizadeh with a free kick. Straight to Wilson, no problems. About a minute and a half to go here. Wilson bombs it downfield. The highlight continues. Great pass to Miller. Miller looking around. Sinclair sends it forward to nobody in particular, but he gets it right back. Then he gets it to Diver. Back to Miller. Back to Diver. He sends it forward to Antoniazzi. Oh, back to Peters. I mean, not a great shot. Honest with you, not a great shot. Okay, throw in. Near side, Lindsay. Terrible throw in. The worst throw in I've seen in my entire life. Samizadeh goes, jeez. Oh, here's Atlanta on the break. 3-on-1. Oh, terrible. Okay. Gonna start narrating this other game. I'm not so happy with this Brechin game at the moment. Let's see, what sort of analysis do we have from our assistant coach? Zata, yeah. Lindsay's been booked. I guess we can tell him to ease off tackles. We could even take him out of there. Let's take a look at Lindsay. 6.4 rating. I mean, we've already used one sub, but I'm going to bring in Finlayson. He can give us some offense if we need to send him forward, which I don't know that we're going to do, but well, now that I think of no, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep him on defense and let him get forward on his own. Pep talk. Let's give the old pep talk. We got our subs in there now. It's time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got left. Okay. Kessie switched off. Individual talk. Assertive. You weren't that bad, but I believe you can still improve. No. Not happy with your performance. Get out. He's delighted that I'm not happy with his performance. How about Sinclair? Okay, Sinclair, I am okay with your performance. Let's be calm. And say, I am happy with your performance. Alright, look at that. We managed the side very well. Start the second half. Everybody's happy. Everybody's ready to put on the fight for the second half. Davies bombs it downfield. And Miller to Diver. Something could come of this. Antoniazzi rushing forward. Gets the ball out wide. And he's offside. Okay. Okie dokie. I wouldn't be surprised if Brechin just kind of shuts it down for the second half. But if they're just going to bomb it forward to their two strikers and let their two strikers beat us on their own, which seems to be their plan this whole season. Peters now with the yellow card. Diver's sitting at 6.2 rating. I'm not happy about that. Only Sinclair is playing well, and that's basically because he got that goal. Everybody else is playing not so good. 53 minutes. And rolling here. We might be getting to a highlight shortly. Got the little the computer's thinking about something. Clock is going pretty slow. I'm thinking, okay, we got another yellow card for Brechin. And now the clock speeds up. Alright, all that just for a yellow card. McManus is looking nervous in the midfield. Here we go, McGill. Bombs one downfield. Let's see if we can gather it in. Nope, McManus is going to have it. Cummings. Do not get it to Samizadeh. We got to prevent him from getting the ball, that's for sure. Oh, come on. Our winger just missed that. That was Leach. Oh, what a stop from Wilson. What a great stop. Didn't win the ball, though. Usually when that happens, you win the ball out of that. Back post to OC. All right. I don't like that. I mean, we might have to start getting stuck in and knock these boys around a little bit. Oh, here we go. I guess this is a highlight. McGill. There we go. Let's get out of there. Sends it down for Samizade. Kessie wins it. Cummings sends it forward, but Finlayson is there. He can't control it, though. Outside to OC. All right. Wilson just punched it out. What the heck was that? I don't think I've ever seen anybody punch the ball out quite like that. All right. All right. We've already made a lot of subs, so let's just make some team instructions here. Let's just get stuck in. I guess we'll make that change and see. If we start getting a ton of yellow cards, we'll dial it back. Here's Wright. Smith, I guess, is going to get a card right away. That better not be red. I mean, that was not a red offense. And he doesn't have a current yellow card, so. Alright. So that's yellow. Okay, so maybe the getting stuck in was not the greatest idea. Let's try retaining possession, maybe. Ball bouncing around. Come on, McManus in the right spot at the right time. That's terrible. 3-1 is not what I wanted at all. We got an away goal, and that's great. But we can't just get beat by a million goals. OC McManus. Ugh. Alright. So now they can really just run out the clock. Alright, here we go. Finlayson. Forward to Diver. Antoniazzi looking, back to Diver. No good. Miller has it. Miller gets tackled. Sinclair takes a wild shot. Finlayson gets it back forward. If Antoniazzi will pay attention, and there he goes. Alright. Gonna get a throw in out of that. Let's see, boys. Finlayson. Alright, so the highlight continues. Gets it to Diver. Miller. It's a weird camera angle, but we'll go with it. Sinclair. He gonna take another shot? He does. Oh, he chips it past the goalkeeper. That was a strange looking shot. Like the goalkeeper just was not ready for that to go over his left shoulder. Because it wasn't like a powerful shot or anything like that. Let's see if the goalkeeper is out of position from this angle. Oh, we're gonna go back to the other angle. Let's see the goalkeeper. Yeah, he was out of position. He was a little bit too far to the right. And when he chipped it back left, he just had nothing doing. So there we go. 2 goals. This is much better. If we could tie it up, that would be amazing. 74 minutes. Bomb downfield. Diver wins the header to Miller. Start it up. That's a terrible pass, but Leach wins it to Diver. Is Diver going to get it? Out wide to Antoniazzi. Back to Diver. Nope. He tries to go back post to Leach. I mean, I really wish they would send the ball to the target man, but, you know. What are you going to do? Wilson sort of chucks one downfield. Sinclair wins it. Good man to Miller. It's kind of hard to play possession with this formation, but we're doing it. Antoniazzi. He's a good option out on the wing as a playmaker. He scoops it in towards Peters. Peters can't win it, but Sinclair tracks it down. Leach back to Sinclair. Centers to Miller. Sinclair, okay. Got nowhere to pass it to at the moment. He gets tackled by Cummings. No penalty. Finlayson, though. All right. We're going to have to send Finlayson forward, even in attack. Smith. We could sub him out. He's got a decent rating. 6.9 rating. He is a little tired. He does have a yellow card. Is there anybody else we'd like to use? So about Leach. Sub him out for King. I mean, King is more of an attacking. I'd really... I don't know. I'm confused here because, you know, if I put King in there, King is more of an inside forward, I think. Yeah, he's more of a striker, actually. I don't know. Leach is looking motivated, so we'll start with that and see what happens. Wilson gonna bomb one downfield. I guess this is still the same highlight, continuing. Duffy messes it up. Peters. Oh, nice. And their defense isn't looking all that solid. Here comes Finlayson now. He's going to come in on the attack. Miller drops it back to Sinclair. He's going to center it. Yep, to Diver, who's going to take the shot. And he scores. Oh, my God. Okay, all right. Okay. Come on. Dial it back. We're dialing it back. And we are going to bring in Gorman for Smith. Get that yellow card out there. Get a better defensive player in. So, I mean, this is our play. We've run this a million times this season, and it's never particularly worked. Definitely not like that. Diver. Just a beautiful shot. So we made our third sub. Brought Gorman in. You know, he's our big athletic defender back there. He can play, you know, central defense or fullback. Not the greatest technically. He does have 12 heading, but physically he's a monster. So hopefully he can just hold things down and not get beat. 82 minutes more at the midfield for BRECHIN. He's going to send it forward. Wallace, Samizadeh. Let's close down on him. Thank you. Moore out wide. Bad pass. Leach intercepts. Leach centers it. Diver to Peters. Somebody's got to get downfield. He's going to drop it back to nobody. Forcing Peters to run back and play defense. 83 minutes. This is a long highlight. Mullen forward. Samizadeh. He's going to score. Easy. Come on. Again, terrible defending. Boys, terrible defending. I mean, this is still pretty good for us, scoring 3 away goals. But what is up with this defense? I mean, Samizadeh, he's just, you know, he just beats Kessie, just easy. That's terrible. I mean, I don't think that would have happened for other defenders were in there, but you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Got no choice at this point. I mean, we could bring in like a 19-year-old for Kessie. We could start Gorman next game at left central defense. I don't know that he's a much better option. More Samizadeh. Let's see if we can get a counterattack. No, they're just going to send it wide. 88 minutes. If we could tie it up, that would be amazing. I've said this before, earlier in the game, but I'm saying it again. We've already got 3 away goals. This is good. Just don't like losing these games, because now, you know, they get that 1-goal advantage going into the next round, or the next leg. Anyway, 5 minutes of stoppage time. Let's pause. Go to tactics. Bring Finlayson forward. Let's go to team instructions. Let's take this stuff off. Maybe go more direct passing. See what we can do. Yeah. Let's see if we can change things up in the extra time. And, you know, catch him on the back foot. All right, here we go. 5 minutes. Davies gets a yellow card. He's rocking the 6.3 rating. That's so bad. Sinclair played a heck of a game. 8.8. 2 goals and an assist. So we were right about this ref. He handed out a lot of yellow cards. 1 minute left. This is going to be our last highlight. There's Gorman touching the ball for the first time on camera. Kessie out wide to Leach. Leach is just going to bang it downfield. Terrible pass. Kessie wins the header to Finlayson. Settles it down for Miller, who bangs it forward to Diver. Diver, get it to Peters. Oh, he gets murdered, but no call. Samizadeh again just beats Kessie, and this time he can't beat Wilson. But man, that's been such a bad matchup for us. Kessie versus Samizadeh. He's just been... I mean, what has he got, a hat trick? Okay, Diver, nice win. Sends it downfield. It's probably the last highlight. We're 7 seconds overdue here. Cummings has it. Bomb it downfield. Intercepted by Finlayson, who sends it right back to Peters, who's offside. Sinclair to Leach. Leach, get it forward. Oh, doesn't matter. What a time to blow the whistle, ref. Alright, so we lose 4-3. We kind of did what we wanted to do, is turn it into a track meet, run up and down the field, score a bunch of away goals. And so now we're, we don't quite have the advantage, but we do have an advantage going into the second game. Now, they've got the advantage of a 1-goal lead, but we got the advantage of 3 away goals. So all we have to do is beat them by 1 goal and not give up 3. So if we beat them 2-1, that's great. Dressing room, don't be too hard on them. We're the underdogs, and you gave it your best. Good show. All right, so we got to figure out what to do about our defense. And decide who we're going to put back there. Got to decide on the formation as well. Might go a little bit defensive at home. Might switch things up a little bit. Throw BRECHIN for a little bit of a loop. Go back to the diamond formation, possibly. Go to the, I don't know about the 4-2-3-1. That's a possibility, but I don't know. Wilson did give up 3 goals, so we might even put in Parks for the second leg. Anyway, we got a lot of decisions to look at, so we'll go through those, and then we'll come back for the second leg. So until then, later. Bye-bye.
There's a team they call the CLYDE, who will fill your heart with pride. Dressed up in the red and black, we are now sign on the back. They've a winger and a keeper and a great big carpet sweep.